Yeah, well, obviously we had a really good opponent in Lenior-Rhyne, and we knew that. We'd had the opportunities to see them play against UNC Wilmington in an exhibition and in their last two games against USC Aiken and Lander last weekend. So the kids knew, that this was going to be a tough start. And so what I'm proud of is our response, because I felt like they got the first punch. And we were kind of responding and catching our breath there in the first couple of quarters. It was a kind of a defensive game for both teams in the first half. And in the second half, I thought the fourth quarter was the difference when we outscored them 22-8. So not only did we get an offensive rhythm, but we held them to single digits. But they can flat out play. They got some great shooters and tough post players. They're well-rounded enough, I'm sure, to win their league this year.
Nice. Your bench put up 23 points tonight. How nice is it to have that depth that you can go to get it, fill some holes?
I think that'll be the difference maker this year, and it's how effectively we can work everybody in. And, that really depends on the players being ready to go in for 1 or 5 or play 30 minutes, whatever the game is and whatever their role is. If we can get everybody to really embrace that and continue to grow and get better, I think that'll be our separator, because the best year we've had here in the 8 that I've been the head coach is the year that we had the most depth. I mean, we were playing 10, 11 people and getting them, really good minutes. And it made us hard to guard. We're versatile, and it's hard to scout that. So I'm hoping that trend will continue.
You had 2 freshmen make their debuts tonight, Kai Carter and Faith Adams. The first thing you stood out to me was just their athleticism, just what they can make happen on the court. Kai in particular was huge in that second quarter towards the end of it when they were fighting back, and then again in the fourth quarter when they were kind of pushing that lead up.
Right. Yeah, Kai Carter is she's similar to a player we coached a few years ago named Tiana Knuckles, who graduated here with, I think, around 1,200 points. And we played her at the 4, and she can shoot the 3. And so that's a tough matchup. But also with Kai, she's aggressive to the basket. You see her length, getting tips and steals, and then her aggressiveness in transition. So that's something I think that she's going to grow into. That entire class is really capable. We've got a couple out with injuries right now. We had actually 3 tonight. 3 of the 5 were sitting tonight with injuries. So the 2 that got in, I thought played really effective minutes, especially for that. That's their first time under the lights. So I'm really optimistic about their future here.
And if I remember off the top of my head, this is the first time you've opened at home since 2014. How nice is that to give the girls a chance to kind of play in a familiar environment, their home court, for their home fans to open the season?
Yeah, well, I wanted a win to open the season, so I got smart with the scheduling, right? It was important, and it was by design. It was absolutely by design. I knew that this team would challenge us, but I thought, if we play them at home, I think we'll have a great shot at winning our first game. And so we're scheduling for that. We've got some tough road games coming up. We're at Western on Monday and then follow that up with ETSU. So I think it was nice to get comfortable and play our first game in front of fans at home. So it was good, and I'm glad we're 1-0 at the end of it.